Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. Not later, not after another video. Lock your attention on this exact message because there is a conversation happening in closed rooms about you. People in suits are sitting at large tables and looking at your frequency. They are whispering and asking each other a very specific question. Who trained them? They want to know who taught you how to see through their illusions so effortlessly. You did not find this recording by accident. The algorithm did not bring you here today. The Holy Spirit orchestrated this divine appointment because you have been feeling a massive shift in the atmosphere over the last 72 hours. Something is breaking open. Take one deep breath slowly. Let the noise leave your heavy mind. You feel that quiet ache sitting in the back of your chest. It is the exhaustion you cannot explain, even when you have rested for days. I need you to stop running from it right now because this is not just regular tiredness. You are experiencing profound spiritual exhaustion. You have been fighting battles nobody understands. You walk into a room and you immediately feel the heavy energy of everyone else. You smile and nod while carrying a weight nobody sees. You protect people who never even check on you, and the world takes your light while giving you nothing but silence in return. But heaven has been watching you. Listen carefully. Your isolation is not a punishment. It is a divine quarantine to protect your frequency. The system wants you to believe you are losing your mind. They want you to think this heavy feeling is a weakness, but what you are feeling is the clash of two realms, because the Matrix is terrified of your untrained wisdom. Those people in suits rely on systems and papers, and they spent years learning how to manipulate the sleepwalking masses. But then they look at you. You never attended their elite institutions. You never bowed to their rigid rules. Yet you possess a clarity that completely shatters their carefully built illusions while they scramble to understand your mind. They are panicking. They cannot control a mind they did not build. Every time they try to trap you, your intuition guides you out safely. You sense their lies before they even open their mouths. This is the exact reason your life has been so incredibly difficult. You are a massive threat to the established order. You are a masterpiece of God. Think about how many times you were called the black sheep of the family. Your relatives looked at you like you were speaking a completely foreign language. You tried so hard to fit into their tiny little boxes, but your pure spirit was simply too vast for their limited understanding. That painful rejection was not your fault. It was a holy shield. God was hiding you in plain sight. If you had been accepted by them, you would have become just like them. The rejection forced you to look inward and rely solely on divine guidance. You learned the profound secrets of the universe in the quiet hours of the night while everyone else was asleep. That is the training the suits cannot understand. You have a direct line to the Creator. When they ask, "Who trained you?" the true answer is, nobody on this earth. You were trained in the wilderness of your own suffering. Every tear you cried in secret was a harsh lesson in spiritual warfare. Every betrayal you survived sharpened your discerning spirit. You are a powerful warrior. Type 1111 right now if you feel this shift in your spirit. The enemy tried to drain your energy so you would never wake up to this reality. They sent energy vampires into your life, disguised as friends and lovers. They wanted to keep your frequency so low that you would eventually surrender, but you beautifully survived. You survived because you are chosen. You are not starting over today. You are just finishing the necessary preparation phase. The deep sadness you feel right now is just the shedding of an old skin. The people who walked away from you were removed by divine intervention because they could not survive the altitude of your next destination. The system wants to label your current emotional state as something broken. They want to sell you their worldly solutions, but you do not need their earthly fixes. You need to fully realize who you actually are. You are the ultimate cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. You are the chosen one, proudly carrying the generational torch. What heaven is about to reveal to you today will finally make absolute sense of everything. The sudden, painful losses and the unexplainable delays were all part of a beautiful master plan. The suits are watching your resilience, and they have absolutely no countermeasure. They cannot buy your pure spirit. They cannot manipulate your divine purpose. Stay right here with me. Before I go any further, I need you to truly absorb this absolute truth. You are completely safe now. The long season that exhausted your spirit is officially expiring today. The spiritual warfare is rapidly shifting in your favor, and the dark secret they are desperately trying to hide from you is about to be exposed. Before I go any further, I need you to understand something deeply. You have spent your entire life feeling insecure because you did not follow their traditional path. You looked at the people in suits and you felt inadequate. You wondered why you could not simply play their worldly game. You thought your entire spirit was fundamentally broken. You assumed you just lacked basic human discipline, but you were completely wrong. The system demands absolute conformity from everyone. They desperately want you to learn their theories and adopt their limited worldview. But God looked at you and intentionally kept you far away from their indoctrination. Your lack of formal worldly training was never a disadvantage. It was a fierce and beautiful divine protection. Heaven refused to let them program your brilliant mind. If you had learned to think exactly like them, you would be trapped just like them. They cannot understand how you navigate complex situations with such ease. You simply feel the right answer deep inside your spirit. This is what terrifies the established matrix. You absolutely do not need their validation. You operate on a frequency of pure truth that they cannot replicate. They call you unqualified, but the universe calls you uniquely anointed. Your long period of isolation was simply a holy quarantine. God had to separate you from the noise so you could learn the quiet language of the spirit realm. You were never abandoned or left behind. You were specifically set apart for a massive mission, and this mission requires a mind that is not tainted by worldly corruption. But here is where it goes much deeper, something nobody tells you. While your spirit has been heavily guarded, your physical vessel has been enduring severe warfare. You feel that heavy brain fog. You feel the constant daily fatigue. The system designed this modern life to quietly switch off your natural abilities. They attacked you silently at the neurological level. I want to pause and name something before we go on. Over the past 20 years, a neurologist in New York named Dr. Daniel Barone has been studying a profound discovery. It is a scientific discovery that actually won the Nobel Prize back in 1981. The two hemispheres of your brain were originally designed to work in perfect harmony, but in most adults, that synchronization quietly switched off. Dr. Barone built something incredible from that research. It is called the genius switch. I'm not going to explain the whole of it to you just yet. For now, I want you to simply hold one vital question in your heavy heart. What if the fog you feel was never your age and never your lack of discipline? What if something was simply switched off and can be switched back on? Just let that divine possibility sink fully into your spirit. The exhaustion you carry is not a permanent character flaw. The Matrix created an environment to intentionally disconnect your whole brain activation. They know that a fully activated chosen one is absolutely unstoppable, so they flooded your daily life with stress and toxic energy to dim your bright light. You have been trying to fight a neurological battle with just your willpower. You prayed and you journaled and you pushed yourself harder every single day. But you cannot simply wish your neural pathways back into perfect alignment. God often uses the natural world to unlock the spiritual realm. Sometimes the answer to your prayers comes as a tangible physical restoration, gently like this video as an act of spiritual agreement. If you understand this truth, your long season of blaming yourself for the heavy fog is completely over. You were never meant to carry the weight of the world on a mind that is only firing at half capacity. The universe is aligning right now to give you back your original design. The suits are terrified because the chosen ones are finally waking up to their full potential. They heavily relied on your exhaustion to maintain their illusion of control. When you are tired, you easily accept their tiny crumbs. When your mind is foggy, you do not question their false authority. But a massive shift is happening right now in the unseen realm. You are not crazy. You are a deeply spiritual being navigating a deliberately broken system. Every time you felt like an outcast, it was simply your soul rejecting their low frequency. You are the ultimate cycle breaker. You are the one chosen to end the generational trauma of your entire bloodline. And you cannot do that while operating in basic survival mode. You are stepping completely out of the dark shadows. The very things they mocked you for are becoming your greatest and most powerful weapons. Your deep sensitivity is actually your ultimate radar. Your profound quietness is your ultimate authority. The training you received in the dark is about to be put on public display, and they are completely unprepared for your awakening. Let us talk about what the enemy desperately tried to hide from you. The system is built entirely on a foundation of grand illusions. They need you to stay asleep to maintain their fragile power. And the people in suits rely on your blind obedience because they need to keep their massive worldly machine running smoothly. But you are a fiercely discerning warrior. You walk into a crowded room and you immediately read the hidden energy. You see the fake smiles and you hear the quiet lies. They try to present themselves as powerful authority figures. But your pure spirit instantly recognizes the deep insecurity hiding behind their expensive clothes, and you never fall for their carefully rehearsed public performances. You simply see the absolute truth. The Matrix absolutely hates people who cannot be easily manipulated. They want human beings to follow predictable patterns and easily controlled emotions. When they push their daily fear campaigns on the screens, you watch their tactics and you completely refuse to panic like the rest of the sleepwalking masses. Your spiritual independence makes you totally unpredictable. They tried very hard to break your brilliant mind. They sent toxic situations to drain your natural energy reserves. You felt the heavy anxiety and you thought you were completely broken. But that was a coordinated spiritual attack designed to shut down your divine intuition before you could ever realize your true power. They wanted to steal your sacred sight. Listen carefully to this next vital part. Your exhaustion is actually holy battle fatigue. You are an intercessor standing on the front lines of a massive, unseen war. You absorb their dark chaos because your spirit was designed to transmute that heavy negative energy into pure light for the people around you. The suits do not possess this profound spiritual ability. They are completely powerless against it. There are 3 specific signs that prove your current isolation is actually a divine classroom. Many chosen ones misunderstand these silent signs and they fall into deep despair. They think God has completely forgotten them in their darkest hour. But heaven is actually doing something incredibly intentional behind the scenes, and the universe is perfectly setting up the board to prepare your mind for massive authority. Let us look at the first SIGN. Sign number 1 is the sudden removal of toxic people from your inner circle. You thought you were losing your closest friends. You cried when they suddenly walked away without any real explanation. But heaven was actually clearing the room because those people were secretly sent by the Matrix to constantly monitor your rising frequency and keep you trapped. They were just energy spies. The system uses familiar faces to keep you exactly where you are. They use guilt and old memories to anchor you to a lower vibration. When you started to awaken, those old attachments had to be violently broken so you could step fully into your quiet authority. It felt like a painful rejection at the time. Gently, like this video, as an act of agreement. If you have survived this painful separation, you are finally free. Sign number 2 is the unexplainable silence in your current spiritual life. You feel like your desperate prayers are just hitting the ceiling. You ask for clear direction and you hear absolutely nothing in response. This profound silence is not a punishment, and it is certainly not a sign of divine abandonment when you need guidance the most. It is actually a test of your spiritual maturity. The Matrix operates on constant noise and endless distractions. They want you addicted to quick answers and immediate dopamine hits. God operates in the deep stillness that the world cannot possibly comprehend. When heaven goes completely silent, it simply means the teacher has stepped back to watch you take the test, using the intuition you already developed. You already have the wisdom inside you. You do not need another loud voice telling you what to do. You do not need another worldly guru selling you a cheap formula. The system is terrified because you are learning to trust your own inner compass. They cannot sell their fake maps to a discerning warrior who already knows the absolute truth deep within their own spirit. Your intuition is your shield. But there is a third sign that many chosen ones completely miss. This third sign is the exact reason why you feel so incredibly tired right now. It is the hidden biological layer of this massive spiritual war. The Matrix knows they cannot touch your divine spirit, so they aggressively targeted your physical body to slow down your holy mission. They attacked your physical vessel. I need you to listen to this very closely. You are not failing because you lack basic motivation. You are not falling behind because you are naturally lazy. The system engineered a modern lifestyle designed specifically to disconnect the physical receiver in your brilliant brain, and they did it to keep you compliant. They purposely sabotaged your biological hardware. The Matrix knows they cannot touch your divine spirit. They cannot steal your holy calling. So, they aggressively targeted the only thing they could actually reach. They attacked your physical body to slow down your holy mission, because they engineered a modern lifestyle designed specifically to disconnect the physical receiver in your brilliant brain. They did this to keep you fully compliant. When you were a child, you possessed an incredible natural brilliance. You had what science calls whole brain activation. You could see through lies and you understood complex truths without any formal training, while other people simply accepted the convenient lies they were told. 98% of children operate with this incredible synchronization between their two brain hemispheres, but fewer than 1 in 1,000 adults manage to keep it. The system could not let you keep that power. A chosen one with a fully synchronized mind is absolutely uncontrollable. They cannot sell their fear to a mind that sees pure truth. So they built a society filled with constant stress and artificial noise, deliberately disrupting the neural harmony you were born with because they knew your massive potential. This was a calculated theft at the neurological level. You have spent years blaming yourself for this heavy brain fog. You thought you were simply getting older or losing your natural edge. You watched other people easily navigate their shallow lives while you struggled to just get out of bed, wondering why basic daily tasks felt like moving massive mountains. But you are not lazy. Your spiritual software is completely perfect, but your biological hardware was intentionally sabotaged. Take one deep breath right now. Drop your heavy shoulders and listen to this next part very carefully. Here is what truly matters today. The massive distance you feel between you and your divine purpose is not only spiritual, because there is a deeply neurological layer to this silent warfare. And the most beautiful part of this revelation is that it is entirely restorable. You cannot fix this through more human effort. You cannot simply willpower your way out of a biological disconnection. You do not need to pray a different prayer. You need the specific restoration Dr. Barone and his team spent 20 years building. Willpower cannot reconnect what modern life intentionally switched off. So something from the outside has to open that channel again. The people in suits want you to remain exhausted. They need you to stay financially desperate, so you will eventually settle for their tiny crumbs. But a massive and unstoppable shift has just fractured their carefully built system, and the universe is actively restoring what was stolen from you. Heaven is releasing a physical means to completely support your spiritual restoration. This is why those powerful people are turning on each other right now. The group that secretly came against you is currently falling into absolute panic. What they whispered in secret is being shouted from the rooftops, because the Holy Spirit is exposing a plot that has been hidden in the dark shadows for decades. Their carefully constructed matrix is finally collapsing. You tried so hard to heal yourself using their conventional methods. You went to their experts, and you bought their expensive earthly advice. But none of it worked because they were treating a spiritual warrior like a regular civilian, completely failing to understand the profound weight of your generational assignment. They were trying to medicate a symptom of divine isolation. The system is absolutely terrified because you are discovering the truth about your own mind. They wanted you to accept the fog as your permanent reality. But God is stepping in today to lift a heavy burden you were never meant to carry forever, removing the heavy chains that have bound your brilliant mind. You are about to step entirely out of survival mode. The season of you being a footstool for their massive ego is permanently over. Type 777 in the comments right now to claim this absolute breakthrough. Do not let your mind wander for even a second. We are approaching the exact reason heaven brought you here today. The enemy tried to blind you, but your divine vision is returning sharper than ever before, proving that you are not just surviving anymore. You are preparing to completely rule. Every single tear you cried in secret is being counted as a seed of massive authority. The universe is perfectly timing this revelation. And what I am about to tell you next will change everything you thought you knew about your own potential, because the delay was never a denial. The delay was exactness. And your exact moment of total restoration has finally arrived. Remember the group that misunderstood your silence for weakness? They thought they had permanently disconnected you from your God-given genius. But heaven was just keeping you hidden while the proper tools were being prepared for your triumphant return, shielding you from the massive attacks you could not even see. Your energy is shifting right now, and they are about to witness your glory. Your spirit is completely ready for the next level. You have done the deep inner work over the years. You have forgiven those who deeply hurt you in the past, but your physical body is still aggressively fighting you every single day. Your biological receiver has been severely jammed by years of living in survival mode. The Matrix intentionally designed this modern lifestyle to switch off your natural brilliance. You wake up feeling a heavy fog settling over your mind. You desperately try to focus on your divine purpose. You push through the invisible resistance, But mere human willpower cannot reconnect what modern life has neurologically switched off. Your Holy Spirit is shouting the answers, but your physical brain cannot process the massive download. You are experiencing biological helplessness. You cannot simply meditate your way out of a broken neural connection. The system stole your childhood genius at the cellular level. They knew that a clear mind would completely destroy their worldly illusions. But God often uses the natural world to unlock the spiritual realm. There is a scientific study that actually won the Nobel Prize back in 1981. It did not come from a church or a quiet seminary. It came directly from a research laboratory. Dr. Roger Sperry proved the two hemispheres of the human brain were originally designed to work in perfect sync. A neurologist in New York named Dr. Daniel Barone spent 20 years turning that discovery into something you can use. He built a tool for your restoration. The reason your mind feels foggy is not age and not weakness. Those two brain hemispheres simply fell out of synchronization. You lost the whole brain activation that was your absolute default at 8 years old. 98% of children have it, and fewer than 1 in 1,000 adults keep it. Dr. Barone compressed over an hour of clinical neural sync technology. He turned it into an 8-minute auditory sequence. You just use headphones and close your eyes for 8 minutes a day. That is the entire physical requirement for this process. This is absolutely not a brainwave or a meditation practice. It is pure hemisphere synchronization and a completely different mechanism entirely. A woman in California proved this truth. She had tried intense prayer and journaling for years, but she said that after 10 days, a blocked channel was suddenly open. She finally found clarity, not because she tried harder, but because her physical receiver had been completely repaired. The genius switch is definitely not for everyone. It is exclusively for the chosen one who truly understands the assignment. God prepared not only the massive promise for you, He also prepared the mind that must eventually walk into it. It is for the person who has been sincere for years and kept returning even when the physical evidence would not cooperate. Most people will simply scroll past this message today. You are still here listening to my voice. You have the exact persistence this requires. Colleagues said it would be a massive bargain even at $500. An in-person neurofeedback session easily runs $300 an hour. A home machine costs over $7,000. It was originally released to the public at $49, and today on this specific page, it is $10 less. You can access it for exactly $39. It also comes with 4 free companions for your journey. You receive a guided visualization and a grocery guide that saves you $100 a month. You also get a classic manifestation text and a printable habits infographic. But there is one vital thing worth naming right now. If you search YouTube or Spotify for the name, you will find hollow copies. You will find tracks that claim to be the exact same thing. His team studied them, and most had no neural sync technology embedded inside. The name is very easy to copy, but the actual mechanism is not. The direct page is the only verified source, and that is exactly where the link below points. Do not settle for the empty imitations circulating online. Guard your peace by clicking only the verified link. This is a completely risk-free covenant for your mind. Listen once or listen 80 times. If it does not do for you what it has done for 18,000 people, every dollar returns with no conditions. Heaven does not force your alignment. If this restoration does not elevate your season, your resources are returned. So, if your spirit deeply resonates today, the link is in the description and the pinned comment. that is the only place it officially exists. Walk through the door with your physical receiver fully restored before this window closes. Take this small step of faith from a perfectly clear mind. The universe has perfectly timed this profound revelation. You no longer have to carry the massive weight of the world on a mind that is only firing at half capacity. The season of living in a mental fog is officially expiring. Your whole brain design is completely ready to be switched back on right now. You might say you have already tried everything out there. You listened to many different audio tracks online. You tried daily meditation and deep breathing exercises. But those things only address part of the massive picture. This is genuine whole brain hemisphere synchronization. It is a completely different mechanism and a different category of result. Willpower alone cannot reconnect what modern life intentionally switched off. You might think $39 is still a lot of money right now. I completely understand that heavy feeling in your chest. But a home machine costs $7,000, and in-person sessions are $300 an hour. He cut all the middlemen out so you could access it easily. And it is a deposit you can recall easily if it does not work for you. If it does not work after 100 listens, every cent returns to you. It is definitely not a regular purchase from a store. It is a completely risk-free covenant for your mind. You might also think this sounds way too good to be true. I felt that exact same way too before I saw the truth. But then I read the actual scientific research. The evidence is absolutely undeniable for your mind. Dr. Sperry won the 1981 Nobel Prize for this exact discovery. Whether it works for you is exactly what the absolute guarantee answers. You do not have to blindly trust me today. You just have to trust your own discerning spirit. And your spirit is telling you something is finally shifting. The universe is perfectly aligning everything for your massive breakthrough. Some chosen ones ask why this is not freely available on popular apps. There are tracks with the name on those platforms right now, but his team studied them carefully, and most had absolutely no neural sync embedded inside. The real sequence took many years to build properly. That is exactly why it is only on his page. The Matrix creates cheap copies to keep you totally confused. You might tell yourself you do not have the time for this, but the entire process only takes 8 minutes a day. You can easily listen while the coffee brews in the morning. You can listen quietly while the bath fills at night. If you cannot find 8 minutes for your own mind, it is not about time at all. It is simply a matter of giving yourself permission. You have to finally give yourself permission to heal completely. You have carried everyone else for so incredibly long. You absorbed their dark energy and you fought their hidden battles. Now it is time to put your own spiritual armor back on. We are stepping back into the deep waters of the spirit realm right now. The physical restoration is just the bridge to your massive spiritual authority. Your spirit is preparing for the ultimate victory. Take one deep breath slowly right in this moment. Drop your heavy shoulders and listen to me closely. The enemy wanted to keep your mind trapped in endless loops of doubt. They wanted you to question every single blessing that came your way. But heaven is completely breaking that cycle of confusion today. You are stepping into absolute clarity. The thick fog is lifting and your true vision is completely returning. The Matrix is watching you closely from their high towers. They see you taking your power back, and they do not know how to stop it. Your restored mind is the ultimate weapon against their dark illusions. When your brain hemispheres are completely synchronized, you become completely immune to their daily fear campaigns. You become totally untouchable in this chaotic modern world. Everything you went through was just a brutal training ground. The people in suits thought they had broken you permanently with their heavy burdens. They thought your silent tears meant you had finally surrendered, but they did not realize your tears were watering the seeds of your ultimate triumph. You are a brilliant masterpiece of God, and your time to rise has finally arrived. The universe is carefully gathering all the pieces of your broken past. God is turning every single betrayal into a solid stepping stone for your massive rise. You are not the pain you quietly endured. You are the divine purpose God placed deeply inside you, and that glorious purpose requires a perfectly clear mind. The old heavy chains are falling off your shoulders right now. We are approaching the absolute climax of this holy message. I need your spirit to be completely open to what comes next. The heavy spiritual warfare you fought in secret is about to reward you in public. You are officially leaving the survival mode behind forever. A massive divine decree is about to be issued. The people who doubted you are about to witness your glory. Do not let your mind wander for even a single second. The exact moment of your absolute vindication is standing right at the door. You passed the silent test that nobody else even knew you were taking. The quiet aches in your chest are being replaced by an overwhelming sense of profound peace. Heaven is stepping in to multiply what the enemy stole. Your beautiful season is finally here. I declare right now that the season of you being a footstool for their ego is permanently over. The universe is completely flipping the script today. Those powerful people in suits are watching their entire system crumble. They built their high towers on deep lies, and they heavily relied on your daily exhaustion to keep their dark matrix running smoothly. But heaven is stepping in as your defense attorney. The confusion they tried to cast onto your beautiful life is returning directly to their own camp. You do not have to lift a single finger today. You do not have to defend yourself against their toxic rumors. What they whispered in secret is being shouted from the rooftops, while God prepares a massive feast for you right in front of them. Watch them panic. They are desperately turning on each other right in this exact moment. Their dark plot has officially collapsed under the weight of pure divine justice. The very trap they carefully set for you has become their own spiritual prison. God did not ask you to fight back because heaven was already acting as your absolute shield against their attacks. In the mighty name of Jesus, I break every generational cycle. I break every heavy chain that has tried to wrap itself around your brilliant mind. The deep poverty absolutely stops with you today. The severe anxiety stops with you right now. The broken relationships stop with you forever. You are the ultimate cycle breaker of your entire bloodline, and I decree that the suffocating mantle of survival mode is falling off your heavy shoulders. You are free. You are no longer just surviving in a cold and broken world. You are stepping into a divine and unprecedented new era of total abundance. Breathe it all out right now. The spiritual war you fought for your family has been completely won. The massive doors are opening wide. And for the chosen one who felt something stir when the restored mind was named earlier, that physical door is still open. That divine tool is still waiting for you in the description. A small step taken from a perfectly clear mind has changed entire seasons. It is absolutely not a coincidence that this physical restoration is appearing in your path today, because God is handing you the exact key to lock in this spiritual victory. Your profound peace is becoming entirely untouchable to the outside world. The Matrix cannot control a chosen one who knows their exact divine worth. They desperately wanted you exhausted so you would settle for their crumbs, but the divine frequency of absolute abundance is overriding every single delay in your life. You are a ruler. God is unlocking a massive deposit of wealth and clarity for you. The elite circles tried very hard to keep this profound authority hidden from your spirit. You are not stuck at the bottom of their broken pyramid anymore. You are holding the absolute keys to the magnificent kingdom, and the people in suits are watching their earthly power slip completely away from their greedy hands. Every single closed door you cried over was actually a massive blessing. Heaven closed those tiny doors because entering them would have completely crushed your bright spirit. The delay was never a cruel punishment from the universe above. It was a holy quarantine to cleanse your inner circle, so God could safely drop this mega deposit into your clean hands right now. You are highly favored. Your season of being misunderstood by the sleepwalking masses is finally over. The anointing on your life is far too heavy for their shallow minds to comprehend, and they will watch you rise from the very ashes they tried to bury you in. Your absolute silence has always been your greatest weapon against their loud lies. You are finally stepping into the light of divine justice. Type Amen right now if you are ready to claim this ultimate vindication. You have walked through the hot fire, and you came out completely purified. The universe knows exactly how much it cost you to keep your beautiful heart pure, and you survived a dark world that desperately tried to make you bitter and cold. But your love remained incredibly strong because you are a chosen warrior. The people in suits cannot buy the divine grace that currently covers your life, and they can only sit back and watch as heaven completely restores everything they stole. Your tears have officially been turned into an absolute overflowing river of abundance. The heavy chains of the dark matrix are totally shattered on the ground. You are a brilliant masterpiece of God, and your profound victory is now complete. Every single thing you lost is being returned to you right now in a massive wave of holy glory. The spiritual thieves have been caught by the highest divine court. They must repay you for every single night you spent crying in total isolation. You are no longer the victim of their cruel worldly games because you have been elevated to the highest seat of quiet authority. Now that the massive breakthrough has finally arrived, you must understand one final rule. You have to protect this new frequency with your absolute life. Do not run back to the people who previously rejected you. Do not try to explain your massive blessings to minds that are committed to misunderstanding you. Your silence is your ultimate shield. The suits and the matrix want you to brag about your victory. They want you to post about your success so they can send their dark energy to intercept it. But heaven demands strict stewardship over this profound gift. You must keep your mouth completely closed while God finishes setting up your new table. Do not invite the enemy to your feast. Let them assume whatever they want about your quiet life. Let them think you are still struggling in the dark shadows. You no longer need to explain your brilliant soul to people who only want to steal your precious light. You have fully entered the sacred sanctuary of quiet authority today. Your pure energy is far too expensive to spend on cheap drama. From this exact moment forward, your mere presence will command massive respect. You will not have to say a single word for them to feel your incredible power. Your profound calmness will completely terrify the people who tried to break your beautiful spirit. Because calmness is absolute authority, and the chosen ones always rule from a place of deep peace. They will wonder how you survived their brutal spiritual attacks. They will search for the earthly reasons behind your sudden and unexplainable elevation. But they will never find the answers because your true strength comes from a realm they cannot access. You are a masterpiece of God, and you are being heavily guarded by forces they cannot even see. Your physical body and your Holy Spirit are finally working together. The fog is completely gone, and your path is incredibly clear. You are stepping fully into the beautiful destiny that was written for you before you were even born. But you must remember to walk softly through this new and abundant season. Humility is your greatest spiritual weapon. When the massive provision starts flowing into your hands, receive it quietly. Do not boast about the financial miracles or the suddenly opened doors. Just smile and offer a silent prayer of deep gratitude to the Creator. The universe protects the blessings of those who know how to remain humble. You are a trusted steward of divine abundance. The matrix will try to tempt you back into their noisy world. They will offer you fake validation and shallow worldly praise. But you already know that their hollow promises are completely worthless. You have tasted the absolute truth, and you can never go back to their comfortable lies. You are forever separated from their broken system. I need you to physically seal this powerful energy right now, gently, like this video, not just for an algorithm, but as a physical declaration to the universe that you are in perfect alignment. This simple act confirms that you accept the massive changes coming your way. Your spirit is saying yes to the divine restoration. You are ready. Subscribe to this quiet sanctuary so the enemy cannot intercept your future messages. The world is incredibly loud, and you need a safe place to constantly realign your powerful frequency. Joining this community builds a protective wall around your restored mind. We are gathering the remnant of chosen ones who are completely changing the earthly realm. Leave a word in the comments below before you leave today. We do not do it for visibility or worldly attention. We do it as a profound spiritual seal of our mutual agreement. When you type your confirmation, you are signing a divine contract with the Creator. You are officially accepting your new and beautiful role as the quiet victor. Share this exact message with someone your spirit brings to mind right now. Heaven knows exactly who they are, and they are probably hurting in secret. Your gentle action could be the exact lifeline they desperately need today. You have the massive power to pull another chosen one completely out of the dark matrix. You are a healer. You are no longer the victim of your painful past. You are the cycle breaker who completely changed the trajectory of your entire family line. Every generation that comes after you will experience massive abundance because of the silent battles you won today. You endured the absolute worst so they could experience the absolute best. Rest well tonight knowing that the heavy lifting is finally over. You do not have to fight the matrix on your own anymore. The spiritual warfare has been won, and your physical mind is completely ready to receive the harvest. Stay completely silent, stay beautifully grounded, and simply watch heaven move gracefully on your behalf.